the confirmative knowledge of intelligence through energy systems right now is crossing through its space bridge Odyssey system. That system is going in its high winning cycles through its formation system. So basically, as you can see, the globe, see that right there? It's an amazing portal activation system. That's high illumination light of a blue circling center system on a connection. That's the walkway surface to its space bridge. People, look how powerful it is. You see the blue, you see the line sequence, you see everything through location. That's a huge portal. Okay, so I can take my lens off now, okay, because I'm no longer in the magnetic force and highway of its information system of the cyborg genetics of cyborg division. So it's knowing that it's extremely powerful through a cyclone, all right? So everything's back into its balance. I'm on a different planet vibration system. So I'm a located energy system through locations of all plantation formation systems and setting everything through its space bridge, space Odyssey bridge, understanding the spacecrafts of its division, understanding its light activation through its code frequencies. So that's an extremely high winding force of illumination light portal activation. See that? Very powerful stuff. And now it's communicating with me. See how it's coming out through its wind factors? That's a spectrum division. So I'd like to thank all the subscribers and viewers and everybody that's watching my channel. Let's keep informative of what's going on right now. There's a lot going on. Today, we're going to understand more about what's happening as everybody is no longer going into the river of its lights. Okay, you're on the river boat. You're no longer on its river. You're not on the matrix grids pattern division of its bridge. You're now on the space of its bridge. Okay, it's understanding you're going from one bridge to the next bridge, which is the fourth density. So, and the thing is, that bridge is not that long as you understand how to keep yourself going forward. So I set high Q abundance measures to show you exactly what's going on. If you follow those, you have no problem with your confirmation signals, with anything through its content, with its information division level system. That will high rise your divisions, and that will put you in your proactive systems, and that will keep you going to where you need to go through your journey, through your mission. Once you get into your mission, now you're understanding more of your body activations. It's very important you get to that division so you can understand everything that's going everything of its calculation and its mass calibration. It integrates, okay? If you don't understand that, it's going to disintegrate, okay? Because the third dimension is no longer here. We have to move forward. So it's understanding you get off the river of light because you've already been through that, okay? It's the Rainbow Bridge. Now we're getting into the space odyssey of its bridge, okay? So this is a hub unit system, okay? Getting into the galactic interforce connections of a fiercing motion system. The fiercing motion system is understanding your energy patterns because everybody's through a different DNA strands through a portal activation. This here, see that light formation? That's a totally different portal activation. See, as you can see here, see that blue strip? See that? Watch how it changes. See, that's the weather. Weather's communicating me through my body activations. See, watch. See? It's extremely powerful stuff. So now it's getting stronger and it's communicating through me, through this curtain. But it's, as you can see the light formation? I'd just like to show you how powerful energy fields are. So it kind of looks like this. I'll do a quick drawing and show you. It's got the blue, and it's got blue, it's got green, and then it's got white, and then it's got yellow. Yellow is its sentry system. That's its connection to its space bridge. Okay. So let's outsurface that. Let's do the blue. So it kind of looks like this. All right. Just showing you how powerful things are. Once you understand your coloration patterns, you understand the chronological order of everything. Okay. So I'm going to use the weather spectrum division and communication line signals. This will show you exactly what portal is through activation. So it's knowing that when I see this, now it's changing color. See that? It's changing color because of my voice and grids, because now it's more of a pink. So remember, every time you communicate through your voice and grids, your portal activation changes through your pixel divisions. Okay, so you're going through a different dimension each time you talk. So like I said, you guys have to be cautious on your word thinkings, because the word thinkings becomes the word knowledge, right? Now everything around it is white. So basically, this is what it's like. Okay, so it starts like this, but what I'm going to show you is the portal itself. So it kind of opens like this. All right, so it starts and then it wind graphs its weather patterns and opens up its system. Okay, so my communication line signals are communicating with my body activations. So you got to understand everything through its chronological order system, because it high winds its forces and it goes on its communication line signals. And this is me communicating with you guys. Okay, so you got to understand where you are in point division through dimensional point systems, because that changes everything through location. Okay, so I'm sitting down, okay, on its chair. So you guys understand what's happening. Okay, so it's kind of like this. So those pixel activation now is communicating through its weather system. Okay, let's put that in there, weather system. That changes everything through location of your portal activation. That puts you in a higher division through your space odyssey of its bridge. Okay, so we start with like this. Okay, so basically this is what it is. This is the out graph, this is the inner graph, and this is the portal. So it's what's inside, people. Okay, that's what counts. This is what brings you forward. So once you get into that division, okay, you walk the space bridge. Okay, when you go through the space bridge, it's extremely real. So basically, I'll show you the space bridge to its northwest, south, and east and show you exactly what it is. It's a space bridge that follows its dimensional set. Okay, and you go through another portal, through another dimension, like this. Okay, so you walk that space bridge. It's very important you guys understand really what's going on. That line communicates you and it puts you in a higher division. Okay. All right. So it's understanding what's going on with its weather pattern through your line communication. This is me communicating with you, right? This is understanding where you are through division. Okay, see how powerful that portal is? It changes every single time. It changes everything through its atmospheres. It changes everything through its pixels, and it changes everything through its colors. So understanding everything that's going on through its formation center. That's the skywalk. Okay, that's the sky bridge. Okay, that's a spacewalk. Okay, that's a space bridge. That's what it is. So you follow that bridge and you keep yourself going forward, right? That puts you in a higher division of a dimension and puts you in the golden cycle system. Okay, that will put you in the fifth dimension. Okay, so you really have to understand your portal activations, because it changes its colorations per second, because it sets its line divides. So when it goes in its line divides, it goes in its security line defense. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So four line sequencing line system is its security line defense. So you're going into 4 divisional levels of dimensions. If it was 5, it would be an extra, right? So that's understanding where you are through division. Okay, and that's all connected through the mind system. So all this goes into the mind system. Okay, this is all done through the mind system. Okay, systems. All right, that's all done through the mind system as I'm communicating through you through the computer graphing system, right? Through its weather patterns into the sky force, into the skywalk, into the sky bridge. Okay, so once you understand its line communication line signals, it goes in its traction division, changes location centers. Okay, like that. So now you're understanding what's going on. This is your portal. You're going through your portal. So basically what's happening now is, I'll show you exactly what happens. I'll color it in red for you so you can actually see the higher self flying into the portal of its space bridge. It's fascinating stuff. So the higher self comes out. Okay, it's going into its force. It's connecting right now. Connecting, and it's flying into the portal activation. Just show you exactly what happens. That all comes from the mind system, but I'm just showing you exactly what happens when you get into that division. So that portal puts you into the skywalk division. Now, once you understand that, you walk on the space of its odyssey system. you walk forward, okay, because you have arrived to its space bridge, okay, and then you just keep walking, right? So it's understanding that your higher self is coming out fully and completely. It's understanding everything is through the mind system, through the coloration pattern. You understand your portal activation through its communication. Remember, you have to get into the defrag and into its fragmentations. Then you understand everything through coloration of your portal, right? See the portal right there? It's got a blue, okay? It's got a little bit, it's a green there. It's a green line signal. So you got to understand how many traction divisions there are, okay, before you go into your portal activation. Okay, so now it's extremely grainy. So if I put my receptacle system through its structure division, you're going to understand that portal activation gets a lot more stronger through its coloration system. So the higher self, anything through coloration, once it gets into its portal activation, it's now surfacing its walk surfacing system above the sky bridge, and now it's following up into the fifth dimension. Okay? That's where you really have to understand your portal activations. Okay, because it's extremely real to the mind system. Knowing what you can do with your higher self, anything through communication and light activations, right? So basically what it is really, really understanding everything through your lights and its activation, how you move forward through its coloration system. Okay, you really, really have to understand your colors, right? Because every time I change my voice in grids, my portal division changes. See, watch. See, just with my hand, it changes. See that? That's lacing lines that are going through its digital format screen. Okay, that's centralizing everything through my body activations, and it's changing its location centers. Okay, so if I take off my glasses, okay, it's at a different color now. If I put them back on, it's back at a heat signature. So basically, you remember I was telling you about the 7020? Soon as if I put a new shirt on in a different color, it changes its portal because it's acting to a different cycle through a pixel. Okay, so you're getting reactions of your pixels, and I say, okay, this is what I'm going to wear today. I'm going to wear bright red. So the accumulation through its voice and grid system of its pixel division is now understanding its line sequencing of its line system. And that's how you get into its weather system of its mind system. Okay, but you have to understand how to get on that spacewalk. Okay, the space bridge. This is the fifth dimension right here. Okay, it's all about moving forward, people. That's all it is, you know. That's all it is. Angel, how's it going? Look at that, I've been on almost 13 minutes, right? See, I'm right on time. I'm in the right time sequencing, right? I'm not forcing my connection energy patterns. I'm setting my divisions. But look how powerful that portal is. Look at that. It's amazing. See, it's a line graph, and it illustrates everything through your practice system. See? See that? That's communication. See? See how the portal is getting bigger? It changes its coloration through its pixels. So it's the pixels that are reacting to the portal of its coloration of your shirt, anything through your lenses or anything through your hair. So if you change anything in switching systems, it changes its portal activation. So be cautious on that because you can line divide into a higher division. So it's very important you stay at the fourth density in the fifth dimension. Okay. For now, anyway, because nobody really understands its residing image. There's quite a few people that are in the sixth dimension, but they're in that provision because they understand their light activations and they're more into the balance. Okay. So now you're seeing a blue cycling system. So everything through its format is green. And once you see the digital format, it goes up to its wall connection. Okay. Now let's use the green circling system. I was telling you about the waving cycles and the communication line signal. Okay, this is the wall graphing system. This is how it changes its realm division. Okay, that's its realm division. Okay, that's its wall connection. Wall connection. You have to understand what a portal is and what it's made of, right? It's not just you go through it. There's a lot of things that you have to understand through its connection because there's so much electricity of electronics. So it's a wall connection, right? Now, basically, this is you again. I'll use the green circling cycling system, the same coloration pattern system, so it doesn't change anything to the box of its realm division. Okay, so again, This is me sitting on the chair. Now, I'm using electronic interference. I'm connecting through its wall graphing system. When I connect through its wall graphing system, you're going to see the change, everything through location. Okay? So I'm sitting right now. The wall connection, right, is understanding its realm division. Each box framing system is a pixel division through your portal activation. So let's say, remember I was telling you about the matrix? Remember, you guys understand everything through ASCII-Logix. It's a program division. It goes to your defaults, and its center cores everything through your virus system of your computer. It goes through its synchronizing light system. I was telling you about the matrix. So basically, it changes formations of colors, right? I need to get more colors here. I need to get yellow. I need yellow. So this is what happens when you want to change coloration patterns. The realm division changes its color. So we start off with orange. Okay, so when you communicate through orange, your pixel activation through your code frequency is changing right away. Okay, so you go from blue. But remember, don't change the realm division. Okay, everything has to be in chronological order if you're going through its point division or dimension. Okay, it's extremely complicated stuff, people. You have to understand everything through its realm, with its box frequency level system, through its pixel activation code, through its portal activation system, through its space odyssey, through its spacecraft. Okay? So I'm going to center core. I'm going to skip location centers and show you exactly what happens. Okay, so I like to show you how everything is in order, and then if you skip its order, this is what happens. It defaults its mechanisms and changes its location of its pixel division. Okay, so basically you start from here to here, that's fine. This is okay because it's all line connect. But if you skip anything through realm division, okay, it's going to centralize your system and defrag everything through location of your pixel activation body activation system. So it's very important you understand the wall connection. The wall connection is what puts the portal connection to its vibrational center, puts you in a dimensional realm. So once everything's in chronological order and your body activation is in balance through your pixel division, you automatically go through its proactive system, through its code frequency. Okay? Now, basically, you can connect in all rounds through the same color, right? But don't skip the rounds, okay? It's very important you stay within that proactive system. Because your pixel, through its wall connection, has to understand its interface through its interconnection, right? Because it won't have relationship to partnership. Okay? So once it's in its synchronizing system, and it's everything through its balance system, everything through its protection division, you're now connecting to a higher voice and grid system, right? So you want to stay into that fourth division of its fifth activation through your dimensional set system. So we start off with this, okay? So basically the wall connection right now is connecting through your pixel activation system, right? I'm sitting here, I'm using my electronic interference through my hand formations. Okay, it's connecting through its portal of its vision, right there, okay? Now, if you keep the formations of this pixel division in the same location centers of its round box divisional levels of its code frequency, then your pixel activation is ready to go through its portal. So when it goes through its portal, it goes into the line graphing system right here. See the blue? It will go into this center core system. So now you have imbalance with everything through its portal activation, right? Because you're connecting through its weather system of its mind system. Okay, so it's all connection through the higher self, people. Okay, so we go into the green cycling system. The wall connection changes its formations. Goes like this. Bigger and 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 bigger. Okay, so basically the wall graphing system you won't be able to see, right? Because it's going extremely fast and then it goes into its simulation. But that's how everything's set up through string theory, through its audio connection. Because you have to understand its fragmentation lines of its audio signals. Because that's what goes through traveling mechanisms of your GPS location system. GPS. Okay, so it starts off like that. Okay, and after this, it creates this. okay? Because now you're at balance through the fourth density to the fifth dimension, right? So that puts you at an angle position into 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now you're in the 4-line sequencing line systems of security line defense at 4 divisional levels of dimensions with its connection of its wall connection, all connected through your graphing cycles of its digital formats into the simulation pattern of the matrix grid systems. All done through your GPS location system. Okay. It's complicated stuff, people, but it's a lot of fun. I just want to show you how powerful a portal is. It's amazing. Like I said, every time I do an illustration or diagram program, you're always going to see lights activations. We'll get into transformation systems when it comes to dark force. Dark force is a lot of fun. Dark realms, dark vibration. It energizes everything through your body activations. So if you turn all the lights off, you have to understand everything through its acting cycles. This is where you get into the spectrum division when it comes to the cyborg division, because your cyborg genetic system or your body activation system high rises and it changes its activation portal division and it illuminates everything through its light sky. That's where you get into the sky force of its sky bridge. Okay. Yeah, it's extremely fun, isn't it? It's a lot of fun. So we'll get into that another day. So knowing how you can look at your hand formations and you can see your higher self coming out through its illumination lights, and you'll understand what the portal activation is, because that portal is connected through your pixel division, through its wall connection, right? That's what it is. It's understanding everything that's around you, all right? So it's very important to understand your hand formations. Okay, so if I do this, right? If I do that, it's extremely powerful. Okay, so it's a bound force area system. Okay, so what this is doing, okay, is changing your location pixels. Okay, it's activating the cycles through communication of all balanced vibration systems. So it's balancing everybody's out through their DNA strand division and connected through all pyramid activation code systems. So every time I do this, I'm opening a portal division through your mind system. So your pixels are going like this, right? Because your pixels can go like this, they can go like this. Remember, they're dimensional set point energy systems. They're box fixed levels of all dimensional realm systems that are connected through shapes, letters, and numbers, which is the alignments of the matrix grids. Because the line communicates everything. So how'd you guys feel about that? Did you feel the waving cycles of your pixels activating? So that's understanding your structure division through your scanning division and understand the hydraulics of his laser connection, right? So, and again, it's going way beyond the mind of its measure, right? That's why I set out those haikus. So those formats are going to help you along the way to bring you force to get into the sky bridge, everything through its sky of its force, because that force recognizes everything through your body activation. It's moving forward. Don't look back, look forward, head up. Know how powerful you are. Become the ultimate light activation system. Okay, so now see, it's now new resonance. See, as soon as I put my hand up, it changes its portal. So if it changes its portal, it's changing its wall connection. Right? That's why I wanted to show you the illustration of this diagram. Okay. It doesn't matter where you put the light. See, it always blends in. See, now it's blue. My hand is blue. See, it's connecting through its outer surface of its wall connection. This is the wall connection. This is the outer surface. This is the connection where you get into the dimensional sets. The green, okay, is electronic interference, which is its energy field. And then you have the white, which is your activations. Okay, all is connected through its wall connection, through its pixel activation. All right, so just to confirm, the pixel structure seems on everything you see around. Everything is the pixel division you talk about. Yep, is exactly what it is. Yeah, it's understanding it's doing this, it's doing this, it's doing this. Everything is communication. That's how we communicate through space. If you want to communicate with the star energy light of a spacecraft, you have to understand the colors of its pixels, because everything has a wall connection. Everything has an interface. Everything has a force field. Okay, everything has an alignment. Okay, so it's understanding line frequency line systems, singularity into simularity, into simulation, to the matrix, to its alignments. So everything formulates through its letters, numbers, and shapes. But it's understanding your connections. That's where you get into the spacecraft, into the space of its Odyssey craft. Then you get into the spacewalk. Then you get into the space bridge. Then you get into the fifth dimension. Okay, but I think those high Q formations are going to help you out along the way. It's understanding how to keep yourself going forward, right? This will help you more and more and more and more and more, because everything is focus relations to everything through its formations and everything through its rotation centers, because you are the balance of everything through its light activation and its coloration, to its alignments and its space. Anything through its Odyssey division, okay? We haven't got into Space Odyssey, okay? It's extremely powerful stuff. When you get into the Space Odyssey, now you're traveling to force recognitions of higher force of MC, mass calculation, from here and there, right? So we haven't even gotten into distance. I mean, this is just the beginning. See, watch. You see my face now? See how it changed color? So it just doesn't change the portal. It changes everything through its atmospheres of its containments. So my energy fields is now connecting to all realms of all divisions. It's setting its locations and it's changing its weather through its system. That's where it goes into its spectrum of its cyclone. Okay? So you guys have to experience lights. So watch. Watch. See that? See what happened? Do you see that? It moved. The weather. I have the window open. Right? Watch. See that? See the portal move? See how it goes out? It's now connecting through my pixels. See? Now if I do this, watch what happens. See that? It changed its whole graphing system of its digital format through its body activation system. So now it's scanning me. It's scanning me, right? It wants to know where I'm going through my pixels. So it's setting its divisions through its location of its light activation system. So it's understanding how to use mind telepathy to telekinesis, how you can communicate through its lights. So knowing how to use the telepathy system, right? Now, if I use both hand formations like this, that's one low division and that's one high division. Watch this. See what it's doing? It's centralizing its system. It's going on its rotation center system now. Okay? See that? See its connection? So it's understanding how to use your telepathies, how to use your synchronizing systems, which is your body activations. Okay, because it teleports energy of transformations and everything to your manifestation. Because once you get out of your body system, you're automatically lights through activation right away. So it's understanding how to use your lights electronic interference and how you can connect to anything. So I can create a planet right now just through lights. Okay, you can't see it, but I can, right? And then I'd be able to put it in its dimension, wind surfacing everything through its spectrum division, use my bionic divisions through its weather system, understand the mind adaptation, okay, through its locations of its higher self division, understand everything through its atom system, through its center core division, because everything's on a rotation of its radiation system. That connects to its coloration pattern into its pixel division, all right? So I set course. Setting course is setting it to a division of a dimension through its coloration of its pattern. So again, you have to use the wall connection through its pixel, get its balance, right? See, now it's changing color. See? It changes color every single time I communicate through voice and grids, because I understand the light, people. I understand the lacing lines of its light. Okay, it's communicating. It's communicating with me right now through its curtain of its weather, through its system of its spectrum. Okay, and then you set course, right? So that's complicated stuff. As soon as I put up this red, if I put the red interface, this is just a marker. It knows it's in its physical realm. But as soon as I put it in its portal activation, watch what happens. Watch what happens. Just keep looking at the portal. Now it's getting its reaction cycles. Now it's circulating, rotating, it's communicating. What's it doing? It's changing its color. Now you're seeing the red. You see the red there? The line strip of the red is changing its communication levels through its intervorce connections of its marker system, which is connecting through its atom system. Okay, so it automatically changes. See that? And if I go further, watch what happens. Now it's communicating fully because I'm going to a higher division of a dimension. See? See that? See that? See that red? Now it's getting stronger. So each time you go in more of its portal, the more it changes its color through its activation. Okay? Everything is done through the lights of its transformation light system, which is your third eye. Okay? It doesn't matter what color you use. It changes its traction division. It changes its wall connection. And it changes its pixel conception. Remember, I was telling you about time zones. I keep telling you about time zones because this is understanding more how to travel. Okay, so you start here. Your pixel division changes its location. It disintegrates everything. You disappear. And then you go into the portal, but you're your higher self. Once you're your higher self, the higher self knows exactly what it's doing through lights through portals. So it knows how to communicate through anything through colors of dimensions through its code frequency. So it sets its division. Okay, you disintegrate, you disappear, you see yourself disappear, right? And then you reappear to its line signals into another realm of a division. And then you land on that planet with its rotation of its rotation system. That high rises and puts you in a new gravity system because you're on different oxygen levels now, people. So you're in a different planet, to a different coloration, to a bit different volume of its vocabulary system. So now you're communicating with higher realms of coloration systems because everything in space is color. That's the hologram. Okay, so if you want to know how to communicate with the box frequency of a cube, that's a planet. You have to understand where it is through its coloration. If you change its traction division and you change a coloration system and use your hand formations, but you're using the wrong color division, it's going to have a reacting cycle system through its simulation line system because AI connects only through colors, through its balanced frequency line of its chronological order system, which sets its AI division into its perception. Okay? Sounds like Wonka vision. That's a good word, Wonka. Yeah. Yeah, you got to pay more attention to your pixels. That's exactly what it is, unified. Yeah, once you cleanse the atmosphere systems, now you can work through your anomaly switches. Get into the galaxies because everything through coloration. You have to understand what a portal is. You have to understand your pixels. You have to understand energy of communication. You have to understand teleportation. You have to understand vortex. You have to understand alignments. You have to understand synchroncies. You have to understand light communication, coloration systems, coloration of an electronic system, energy board system. An energy board, okay, is your platitude system through gravitation center. So you have to understand everything is on the grounds is pixel. This whole world that we live in is pixel. It's a hologram. It's illumination of a light hologram reality system. So the more you understand that the electronic interference of its interface of its moon and everything through its lights, of its God frequency of the gold cycle systems of its sun, everything through the gods of its moon, then you understand everything through its light activation of its coloration. Okay, so basically, this is really powerful stuff. Now, as you can see, I'm just showing you how colors are changing. Now, I got the digital format right here on the green selecting system. It's changing its lacing lines. Okay, so remember, one hand is never the same color. It's always different. But once you see the structure of your division, and you see the lacing lines, the cross winds, okay, you'll know exactly where you are through division, through coloration, through its rainbow system. So either you know that you're in the space, okay, of its odyssey, okay, through its space bridge, or you're still in the rainbow bridge, okay? This will determine where you are through division. So basically, you see this is a little bit red here. There's a little bit pink, okay? This is white. So you have to understand how to communicate with your portal fully and completely because your portal stays open, okay? That is your ascension, okay? That is your third eye. Your third eye connects in all ways and forms. So it goes out like this. It goes circle and circle and circle and circle, okay? And it's connecting through its portal. So when it goes like this, and it, right? It just goes right into the higher self. So the higher self comes out. And the higher self flies into the portal. See? Flies right into the portal. And then when it flies into the portal, you're now communicating in space through your mind system, through its perceptions. So the higher self sees what you see. You see what the higher self sees. vice versa. It doesn't matter. It's knowing that when the higher self comes out, you're seeing everything of what the higher self is seeing. Okay, that's what it is. It's understanding more connections with your body activations, more everything through its lights, more communication, more alignments, getting into the proactive systems, getting into the humanity of its coloration through civilization. Because planets have civilization, people. I've said that before. They're extremely, extremely real. It's knowing that it's already set in its division, and that planet is on its energy of its rotation system, and they're on their own oxygen levels. So it's knowing that you're in a different spacesuit through a different planet vibration, okay, because it's a hologram system. So it's a magnetic force and highway information system that they have, which is its voice and grids from their vocabulary, coloration pattern systems. That sets its tone through its division, through its location centers. So, yeah, the faster we spin, the clearer the reality. Very good, Angel. Very good. So from all that, you got that one answer. See, if you can get answers with your problems, you can answer all your problems with your questions. Okay? That's what it is, right? But it's knowing how to interface with everything through lights of your portal. If you don't know how to communicate with your portal of its pixel through its division, you're going to have problems traveling. Okay? Plain and simple. Plain and simple. Okay? So anything like this, you have to understand your energetic system comes out. Okay? It's wires. So it's line sequences. You do the 5-point divisions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Everything through its line is electronic interference. Everything in the center, it's activation. So it's activating everything through its portal division of your planet. So the higher self is at my planet right now. Okay, and it says, okay, I want to high rise my pixel division, communicate line signals, change the rotation centers, set the location center to a gravity system, uprise my box frequency level systems to its balance of its rotation system. So I want to keep my wind cycling system and my pixels on a balance through fragmentation of a higher division. So basically right now, the energy goes into me, it comes out, and it goes through its portal. It sets its tone, it sets its division, it sets its location to its alignment system. So now it's in its simulation pattern, okay, through scanning systems. So like I said, when you get into scanning, the higher self scans planets, right? That's understanding what's going on through communication. It doesn't intervene unless it scans a planet. That's what you have to do, all right? Same with when you communicate with people, you look at them, you understand their dark energy or light. Well, higher self connections through higher self, they scan, and it's done through the perception of your eyes. Okay, so I actually can see my higher self. It's not my higher self. It's everything through energy. But what I'm saying is that you can see it's scanning its planet. So it's kind of like blowing everything up through its photosynthesis and actually seeing space. That's what it is. To see anything through the matrix, you have to blow things up. Okay, plain and simple. See how it's changing its coloration now? Everything is energy. Watch. You feel that energy? That's force winning your cycles around all 3 pixel activations and setting division levels of new coloration systems, setting point division of activation centers. Okay, so it's going like this. It's going like this. Okay, it's going like that. So it's understanding where it is through its energy and where is it traveling through its energy. Okay, because everything's connected through its portal. So time travel is tricky. Yep. Yeah, it's extremely real, man. Everything I give you is extremely real. I activate it, but it goes in your system. But that's all it is. All it does is it flickers. It flickers your body activation, and it reacts to your cycles. That's all it does. It doesn't change anything through your body activation. I'll let you know that. But anything I do through energy, anything through its creation of its thoughts, you can do anything through pixel divisions. That's how you understand change everything through body activations. Because I can change anybody's body in seconds, just like that, just by one thought. It's understanding full communications of your portal, full communications of your higher self, full communications through Father, Mother, full communications of archangels and angels, and full communications of nature, and full communications of dimensional earth, and full communications of humanity. That's all it is. And you can't get that. You can't get that spacing walk system through its Odyssey system until you know yourself completely, fully, and totally. The totality of you is you. Okay? It's nobody else. It's you. It's how you follow up through your program. Get rid of those 3rd dimensional programs and get into the light activation of the 4th density into the 5th dimension. Okay? That's why I wanted to show you the graphing cycle of its portal division, how it splits, divides everything through location. Watch. See my hand now? I love this. See how it line strips? It's blue there, right? See the blue, right? See, now it's connecting. I feel the energy. It's not just, whoa. See, it's extremely, extremely powerful. So watch. I'm just going to slightly turn it. So if I turn my hand formation, I go into the different dimension. Watch. See that? It changes and it's in a different dimension. Watch. Change again. Now my hand is fully, completely in its portal activation. So now it's on a line division through location center. Okay, so now it's communicating with me. See how it goes like this, in and out? It's communicating with me, right? Everything is connected to my telepathy telekinesis, right? So it's understand fully and completely how you go into body activation. See how it changed that? Now I'm putting my hand up. See what's happening right now? This sends a line signal to my hand formation right now, which is a digital format. See that resolution right there, that line strip? That's the digital format. So I have to change the algorithm program to its activation cycle. Watch. See that? So it's understanding how to use your bodies, how to use your activation cycles. See that? Full rotation of a circle of a planet vibration system. Start recognize energy systems right through the computer system. Powerful stuff, people. I just want to show you guys got to get into your adaptations of your bodies fully and completely. All right. If you're trying to understand more of your pixels, go to my email, go to my PayPal. Okay. Especially now, because like I said, you guys are going through that spacewalk. You have to understand everything that's going on because your highlights are getting stronger and stronger through its wind force. You want to get into that spectrum. You want to get into the cybergenetics of the cyborg division. Okay. Because once you get bionic vision through X-rays, wow, you're in high-rise X-ray. Extremely high rise. So it's understanding how to communicate with your body through lights. This is light, people. It's portal. It's dimension. It's vibration. It's energy. It's frequencies. Understanding your body completely, then understanding everything through your mind completely, and then understand everything through your eye receptors completely, your voicing grids, your heart. Everything connects through its line signal, right? And the farmost is your soul. Okay, so everything formulates around that through balance, right? This here, right here, this is just a switch, right? Right? This is just a switch. It's on and off, right? But this is electrical box system on communication line signals. This is a digital format, okay, that connects through all switching systems. This is just a wall, but as soon as I put my hand there, it's psychometry. So basically what's happening right now, the wall is going like this because it's interacting with my body activation through its portal division. Okay, that's what your portal is. Your portal is connected through you through line sequence. So your line activation through its atmosphere system is now connecting fully. And now you're understanding more of its communication of simulation patterns. Okay, so weather, light, rain, dances. Yeah. Yeah, we're getting past the Rainbow Bridge. We're not on the River of Light. We're into the Space Odyssey. Yeah. You have to set your divisions, how to understand how to walk the surface. Okay. How to get into that space of everything through its galactic surface, right? A lot of people are still having problems. Everything is getting better and better through its force, through its rotations. But you really, really have to understand that you are not just a body. I have to keep saying this to everybody. You're more than a body. You're an activation light that can communicate in all levels of colorations, of illustrations of everything you create through its realization of its program. And that's your computer. Okay? It's exactly what it is. Now, if I open this up, see what happened? See what happened? What do you think happened? Everything through its back force went to its front force into the line formations of my body activation. It changes its formation right away. See? Changes it. So it's kind of like a white fog, right? But it's still a portal. It changes its colors, right? It'll change the shirt, right? So you have to understand everything through change is second per second. And that's how we calculate and modify everything through its integration of E equals mc squared through its equation of pi. And then you get into Heilig. You can get into Heilig. Heilig is a formulation of hydrogen. Hydrogen is its oxygen levels through its fuming gas. Everything through calculation. Hydrogen is extremely high rise through solar division, solar flare division, and everything through its proactive systems. So it's understanding getting full communications with the galaxies, because you guys and your molecule of its structure system is connected through its location systems, through all pixel divisions of your molecule activation code system. So if I shut this again, right, it sets its division again, right, to its portal, back into its location, right? So, you know, getting formations with yourself, and like I said, it's very important you understand the haiku, everything that I give you, right? Force rises, and I keep saying that, force rise, not back phrase, force rise, move forward. Oh, you see that? See the light signal went up? Anybody see that light signal? It's a line strip of a light signal. It's activation through its portal, through its curtain vibration system. You have to understand this is material, right? Material can go through any space connection, right? Same with the marker, it's plastic, anything material, blanket. So you have to understand everything through its connection is its balance, but you got to find understanding how to use these balances through its recognition of its patterns, okay? Once you get into the atmospheres of fire, earth, water, and air, now you're connecting to its elements, okay? And it's a mystery. It's knowing how to break these code frequencies and how to get partnership through its patterns, through its psych-op divisions, okay, through its psycho connection. A psycho connection is understanding everything through its lines as a frenzying line system. So it's knowing that you have a frenzying line of a vibration, understanding how to change it into line communication, because you can tone everything through frequency level of a calming motion. That's understanding that you can change everything through its acting cycles through colorations. How you can get into calm, how you can get into serenity, how you can get into trinity, how you can actually see the waterfall, and then you become the waterfall. That's what it is. Once you become the waterfall, now you're going through a portal. So you can actually go through water. I mean, there's nothing you can't do through the mind. It's just going way beyond everything, because everything is a dream sequence until it becomes real. You have to understand that your ascension is extremely real now. There is no thought processes of dreams. Okay, you are not living a dream. You were living a dream before. You're coming into the real reality of its dream, which is its ascension. So when you break free from that, now you're understanding more communication through your higher self, through light activations. So, see, it's not communicating with wind force right now. So I have the portal activation communicating with me with the wind cycling system of the spectrum division of its curtain. Okay, it's sending me anomaly switches systems right now, right? So it's understanding going way beyond the mind. And the thought process is, like I said, the mind has to completely be open through its odysseys. You can't have any thoughts, okay, until you transfer all your voicing grids out. So you set the tone, okay? You can close your eyes if you want, but just when you close your eyes, like I said, if your eyes are closed, okay, you have to make sure how to open them up when they're closed. It's very hard to do. So you close your eyes, but your eyes are open. If your eyes are open, you're seeing the higher self. If you close your eyes and you can't see anything, you're not opening the frequency levels of its higher self through communication of colors, activation code systems, right? So it's really getting connected with space and its Odyssey system. Then you'd be able to see the walk surfacing system, okay, of the space bridge. So when I personally call in an energy, my hair gets super fuzzy. Well, there you go. Communication line signals. If it gets fuzzy, why does it get fuzzy? Because it's reacting to you. Do you understand why it's getting fuzzy? Because you're getting reaction cycle systems through your pixel activation codes, through your body activations into the simulation pattern division. So elements, directions, intention, actions, portal, judgment. Yep. Jumping, travel. Yep. Vortex. Yeah. Remember how I was saying you go from vortex from one line sequence to another? You can jump force connections. That's acceleration speed jumps. Acceleration speed jump is understanding that I can sit here, okay, and I can use my vortex line communications to anything where I want to go. So I can set my division set here, and I can put my location center and be over there, right in front of that wall. Surfacing in the front, you'll see the higher self standing there. That's acceleration speed jump. So basically, you're trying to figure out what to do with your body and how you can get communications with your higher self, how you can change positions of your higher self, how the higher self can see different lines, how the higher self can see different alignments, how the higher self can see colors, how the higher self can see anything through energy and intelligence, the planet vibration systems and the singularity line system, the communication line signals. So get used to what you're doing through your higher self. Sit in your room, you can stand whatever, try to understand to take your higher self out completely and try to get in relation to what's going on with this matrix. Okay, so start off with speed jumps through acceleration, and they get into standpoint position. Okay, put your hand formations up that, and they connect through its wall graphing system and circulation rotation system, understanding rotations. Okay, because now you're connecting with its wall. So psychometry is going into you, and the wall's connecting through you through its digital system. Okay, so it's kind of like this. Once you get interference through its wall graphing system, it's automatically green. Okay, so I'll color, I'll do my black circuitry system, its marker connection vibration system. Connect to, I'm going to do an graph with my hand again, so you guys can get a better understanding. This is what I want everybody to try to do. Okay, that's my hand, right? Now, everything through its wall, remember, it's the wall connection you have to get used to. Okay, there's the wall, right? Now, I want you to understand the 5-point divisions. We've been through this board. Circular rotation goes like this. Activates the cycle systems, all communication line signals. Land communicates in all line division. We've been through this before, right? Starts off like that. So understanding that's going through its interforce connections. So line graphs, I'm going to color it in green. Now you're seeing the matrix because the simulation of its higher self communication line signals is connecting to higher divisions. So practice with your higher self, take it out of its body system. That's what you want to do. And this is what you get through the matrix grids. If you formulate and you communicate through balance, this is what you're going to see. Okay, that's what you're going to see. Okay, now you're communicating with the wall. Now you're connecting with the rounds. Now you're connecting 5-point divisions through its atom system. Okay, so once you communicate with the atom system, the portal activation of its wall graphing system opens up through its computer system. Because everything in front of you is a computer. It's just structured as a wall, right? So it opens up its portal like this. Okay, let's use red so it can stand out a little bit better, but just showing you what happens. This is what happens when you open a portal. Okay. It opens up its portal. Okay, then it opens up its round division. Then understand its coloration. It's getting communications of patterns through balance levels of your vibrational system through its wall graphing system. Okay, so this is what it is. I'm just showing you what you guys can see once you understand more communications with your higher self. Okay, so you got to understand dimensions and portals and codes. More and more you do that, the more and more you get balance. Okay, so it starts off with that. All right, so that's basically what it is. So once it's connecting through its wall graphing system, you open up its portal vision through its atom system. All right, it connects to its vibrational system with the hand formations. It activates its lights through its activation system, which is its center core relation system. Like this. Okay. It opens up its portal, right? When you open up the portal, this is what happens. All communication line signals come out like this. Okay. All communications of a wall comes out, and it high rises to a higher division, like that. Okay, so this is the wall. It's communicating. You're taking it out, right? Hand formation comes out, right, out of its wall graphing system, like this. Okay, so now the hand's out. Now it's communicating in a dimension through a portal. Right? It opens up its portal like this. And everything around it is inside. Okay? That's its dimension. That's its walkway and surface. Whatever is created through the mind system, through its higher self. So you create the thoughts, the higher self does the rest. Okay, but this is the wall coming out of its physical realm through its line structure of its matrix grids, through its line frequency levels of its hand formation into a higher division. Okay, so this is in the 25th dimension. So basically, I took the wall graphing system of hand formation, put the wall graphing system into the 25th dimension. All right. So I'll show that one more time. It's exactly what it is and what you can do. Okay. It's a lot of work. It can be done. It's just trying to communicate with yourself more through your higher self. That's all it is. You know? Once you understand that, now you're understanding more of its sky force, sky bridge. Right? You want to get into the Sky Odyssey system because that's the Golden Realms. That's the walk servicing system to the Golden Kingdom. Okay? It's kind of like Wizard of Oz, you know, follow the yellow brick road. That's fictitious, that's fantasy, but it's true to one's nature. That's what it is. It's following the yellow brick road, right? So there you go. I just did that and saw it in my mind's eye. There you go. See? Practice makes perfect. That's what you guys have to do. That's how you connect. And you have all the time in the world to do these things. You can't set divisions and have excuses because your higher self is coming out every single day. Okay? And a lot of three-dimensional body systems doesn't understand how to connect to the higher self. And that's why it's always a question. Because they can't relate to space. They can't relate to times. They can't relate to anything through its time. Now, when you start off where there's no space and there's no time, you come into a formation where it becomes space and time. Okay? It's extremely high rise. But you have to know everything through your body activations of its communications of your higher self first, people. Okay? Because you're living a totally, totally different life. You're living a life stream in space. See another one go by? Did you see that light formation? It's that line signal. See, I see everything through vision. So if you guys saw that line strip, that's energy of intelligence coming out of its portal. Okay? So when I shut it more, the portal comes out more because it's now reacting to my body activation. If I set its winds and it goes into my face structure division. So you have to understand line sequence. Okay? See that? Now, if I close it more, see, it opens up more, right? And it brings this formation, this coloration. Okay? That's what it is. So it's understanding how to communicate with the atmospheres, the weathers of its spectrum, how to communicate with the colorations of its portal, how to communicate with the curtain. Because basically, your eye division can communicate with anything metal, anything alloy, anything copper. That's getting connected through your hand formations. And I recommend everybody to scan their location centers first before you get into the reaction cycles. Because that's dangerous if you don't. And I say that because you have to understand that you're connecting through space, through its structures of its energy, of its intelligence, right? Especially because the mind, okay, it's the most intelligent vibrational system in the computer system. Okay, it's the most powerful thing that you can use. And all this is connected through its interface when it comes to technical division of its moon. So the more you understand the moon is a computer operating system of planet solar division, then you understand more of its light activation of its God frequency levels, of the gold frequency levels, of its radiation, of its sun. Okay? Communication. See? Watch. Communication. See how it changes? It blends right into its portal activation. Okay, so these line strips and my lines here are connecting right here to my lens. See? See? Everything is line communicated. See that? It becomes digital. See? Everything is digital. That's how you communicate with everything. So, pathways lead to gateways. Interconnection of self. Yep. You have to find yourself first before you find anything through a gateway. You have to understand fully and completely how to communicate with the higher self. Because that interconnects everything through vibration. If you don't understand your higher self, people have to know you have a higher self. People, come on. You have a higher self. Everybody knows that, right? Now, if you're connected through your old programs, you're never going to connect through space connection of your higher self. See, the problem with people is why they're having so many reaction cycles is because your higher self is coming out, but it doesn't know what it's doing. If you have your higher self flying in space, okay, it's out, right? It's out now. So what's going to happen? What am I doing? I'm just floating in space. What do I do, right? The only way you understand what's going on is connected through your thoughts. So whatever you create, you're creating through the higher self, right? One thing I have to make very well clear is that the three dimensionals have dream sets. When you sleep, your higher self comes out. When the higher self goes back into your body, and when you wake up, you forget the dream. Okay, that's understanding that it's ether, but the ether is broken now. So everything through space is in now. The galactic surface is in. Everything through AI is in. Everything is in set point division. Everything through its grounds. Everything through its undergrounds. Anything through its mountains. So it's more about getting into activations of lights. And now we're getting into the space odyssey, okay, of its space bridge. You got to get into the walk surfacing system of fourth density into the fifth dimension, right? Because I want to get everybody, like I said, into the fifth density of its fifth vibration, to its fifth dimension, right? It's very important that we understand what's going on through all locations, through your pixel divisions. Because you can set your divisional levels of activation light signals through communications of all volumes of its vibrational panel division. But you have to understand your panels. Panels, right? This is panel. This is you. This is your panel. Scanning up and down, right? You have to understand, when I say panel division, okay, it's very important to understand what's going on through its rotation. You understand rotation. Now, division is kind of like a division of where you're setting, and then you get into location center. Location center is its point division, where it's set in its center of its box frequency level of E equals MC square through its connection through its equation of pi. All right. So that's what I mean by what I give you through its force. Because you recognize everything really quickly, you know, once you understand more communications with yourself. So get connections of communications with yourself, master everything through its communications of itself, through its inner self, then get communications of its outer self, of space self, through higher selves, of your higher self. So, genie in bottle. That's fantasy. Yeah, rub the lamp. Genie comes out. It's kind of like that. It's kind of like that. Yes, Angel, it's kind of like that, except it's not in the lamp. It's in your body. Okay, so it's a spiritual self of your body. You have to get connection with the physical. You have that. You have to get connected with the mental. That's the transformation lights. That's the third eye. You have to get connected with the psychological. That's the communications with anything through the higher self, through space. Then you got to connect with the spiritual. Okay? You go into the subconscious to the conscious, and then it becomes super conscious, and then you become superhuman, and then you become the higher self. That's what it is. So we are lamp genies, higher self. Yeah, that's a good example, but it's not exactly like that. Everything is connected to the body activation. So you got to set your dream tones through activation lights. Okay, so say, for example, here's a practice mode system that you can use through rotation centers through your communication higher self system, is to basically vision yourself, okay, in space right now. Okay, now basically your higher self is out. Okay, there's no hesitation. You know it's already out. Mine is out already. It's never in my body anymore, and that's what I mean, that I'm losing more of my vessel, the human vessel. Okay, because I went from 150, now I'm at 160. See? So it keeps going up through its spiritual system. So the more you come out of its human vessel system, the more you come out of its mind system. Right? So that's how you know the answers to everything. Through yourself. There's no right or wrong through equation, through pi. Okay? It's just knowing that you can get up to that collective of its activation system. But knowing, okay, so basically your higher self is out. It's now communicating through space. It's connected through a starlight system. It's line sequencing everything through a box frequency level of a triangular base. It's connecting through a star recognition system. It's going through location center, back to its gamma ray system, center and support activation code system. Okay, so that's energy right now. So the higher self is now communicating with me after what I just said. No hesitation. Thought process. Forward. All locations set in alignments. Through coloration. Through patterns. Through voicing grids. Through alignments. Through its energy of intelligence. So I just told you exactly what you need to do through your practice of its thoughts. Know that you have your higher self every single day through communication. It's just knowing how to use the code frequencies. Don't worry about the code frequencies. We'll get into that. But we got to get into the space odyssey. We got to get into the skywalk, Skyforce. We have to get into that fourth density first. Okay? Because you're not going to be able to understand anything through traction, division, or coloration through your higher self. So practice with that. Take time. It doesn't matter where you are. Just say that I'm communicating now with my higher self. Your higher self comes out right away because you're not hesitating. You're moving forward. I say, well, do I have a higher self? What can a higher self do for me? Can it give me money? Can it get me a car? Can it get me a better job? Can it bring me forward? Can it bring me focus? Can it bring me awareness? See where I'm going with this? Can it set me to different conscious levels? Right? It can do all that without hesitation, people. And that's how you move forward all the time. And don't look back. You can't set your divisions and have your higher self come out of space and say, oh, okay, I want this, but no, I don't want this now. Your higher self will go back into your body activation, crash into a planet energy vibration to an energy of intelligence starlight system, and change your reaction system of your body activation pixel division. So you don't want to do that either. Okay? So it's very important that when you focus, you set your alignments through your higher self. For example, with Angel, genie in a bottle. Rub it, it comes out. It gives you 3 wishes, but those 3 wishes are pretty much non-existence because the existence becomes its existence to its reality of its existence. So it's kind of like a fabrication, okay, of setting your dreams. 3 wishes, which ones do you want? I only get 3 dreams. You can have many dreams as you want, but you have to understand full communications with yourself before you get full communications of your higher self. Okay? Know yourself completely, inside and out. And that's what I'm saying. Do experiments with yourself, with your informations, like communications. Oh, there, see that? Another one came out of the portal. Line, sequencing line. I'm in space now, people. I'm always in space every single day through communication levels. You're going to see archetypes going across the screen. Okay? It's very powerful stuff. Don't worry about it. Everything connects through its cycle divisions. So basically, I could say anything and it will come in its room. That's understanding that you have power beyond recognition of anything. Okay? I can set the tone divisions of my activation signals of pixel divisions to a higher frequency, or I can change the location of its rotation centers. That's a renaissance through a different planet energy vibration system. There's so many things you guys have to connect with, but you got to get partnership with yourself first. With yourself. Okay? You communicate with yourself every single day. Know what you can do with your body activations. Right? Inner cycle everything through its interconnection. That will force rise everything through its direction. Then you get into the correction of everything through its communication of your higher self. Okay, so today is about higher self. I've done a lot of videos about what is the higher self. It's a biochemical unit through a light activation, through a molecule structure of a DNA structure, through a galaxy vibration system. Its center cores everything through your generation systems, through your thought patterns. It sets your tone division to all locations of weather systems. Its spectrum division puts you in the cybergenetics to cyborg division. It just goes on and on, people. Okay? Because everything becomes relation to friendship, relation, and partnership. Okay? Getting friendship, relationship, and partnership with yourself first. And then you understand how to get relationship and partnership and also friendship with everything around you. And that's how you communicate, right? Through electronic interference. So, yep. We talk to ourselves 24/7, super helpful navigation system. Yep. We wish for the genie to be free from limitations of the lamp. There you go. Because the lamp is small. You don't want to be boxed in. You want to be box free, right? But once you get a really understanding what the higher self is and what it can do for you, it can set you free and give you anything that you want, right? But you have to surrender to everything, okay? It's like your mind is a complete blank. That's where the universal sets its divisions, and that's how you get what you want, right? As soon as you set your ego in there, you don't get anything, okay? Because you're not communicating with anything but yourself, right? So it's communicating with everything around it, right? Like I said, that's why I gave you these formats of measures. How important is, if you follow by these things, the list that I gave you, they're down below in my YouTube software mechanism, you get a more understanding of what you need to do for yourself and how to move forward and how to walk that surface of its space grid. That's a space grid, spacewalk, space interforce connection through electrical fence of a road graph system. There's so many things that it can be. So it's knowing that the higher self is here, higher self is there, higher self is here, higher self is there. That's what it is. That's how you get its answering patterns. So it flies around in seconds. A higher self does all the flying, right? It does all the work, but you create the thoughts. Understand? So, but your ascension system through your dream sets, frequency lines and everything through its formation system is set in nicely. But this is just especially for people that don't understand anything through the higher self. Okay? Knowing that, you know, you get anything through its answer of its higher self. It's very important that you keep practicing. Practice makes perfect. And that goes for anything. Practice to be this, practice to be that, and then you become a master. And then it becomes so much easier for you. And then you don't have to worry about it. If you start worrying about your life, everything is going to be distorted around its atmospheres. As soon as you let go of everything, everything around you is going to change in its flowing mechanisms. And that's going to bring you forward. Plain and simple. That's all it is. All right? Or if you want to understand more, you go through my email or you go through my PayPal, my healing. That will help you out and guide you. That's what everybody needs to do. We want to get to that level. We want that power. We want that force. We want that recognition of who we are through ourselves. Okay? So, yeah, that's what it is. So, basically, so what we missed here. You guys have questions? I think I'm all caught up, though. Okay, so it would be in the connection with what we were taught of as an imagination, correct? Yeah, your imagination is on a frequency level of a low frequency line system through your 3D paradigm shift. So it's understanding how to change everything into a higher rotation of a vibrational system, unified. But yeah, you're taught to understand what's going on through its governs and everything through its media. Okay, you feel that light flash? It went like that. So when you pay attention and you look through its back surfacing of its space connection, you'll see things coming in now, right? Well, there, light flare. You see that light flare? See? So it's powerful stuff when you connect through space, because everything's coming in, right? You say, okay, what's going on? What's Andrew doing today? See that light flash? It just went, see? Very powerful stuff. So whatever I say will come into this atmosphere system, because you have to understand that the higher self is in space. Yes, I'm in a human vessel, but the mind is in space. And that's how it becomes real, through its thoughts. Okay? So, yeah. Purposely calling emerging my hair. Yeah, we talked about the frizzy, about the hair, pathways, gateways, talked about that. Third eye, we talked about that. Appreciate your time. Oh, you're extremely welcome. Yep, I'm all caught up. So anyway, it's almost an hour and a half. Oh, look at that. I'm ahead again. So I was in presence time, but now I'm ahead again. So basically, the higher self went from the presence, sitting into its location center through its presence of its location of its rotation system. That means my mind adaptation system is in its presence right now, instructing myself and sitting. And now I'm at the end of its process of its video, and I'm ahead through its force. So the higher self left, so it time jumped, time leaped, vortexed into higher force, into higher communication, into intelligence through dimensional sets, through port activation, through code frequencies. Right? And now Angel's dizzy. So, but it's a lot of fun spending so much time with you guys. Like I said, I learn a lot from you as you learn a lot from me. And that's what it's all about, is us coming together. Right? So just realize how important you are as individuals. Okay? And understand how powerful you are through lights. Right? So any questions or comments, you can come to me. Right? This is Andrew Weston. Calling it. Bye for now, everybody.